Hello everyone, welcome back to the class. Today let's learn about Ashoka's Dhamma. Dhamma is a Prakrit word for the Sanskrit term Dharma, which means religious duty. So the word Dhamma means religious duty. Ashoka gave up the policy of conquest through war, Digvijaya, and began to follow a policy of conquest through Dhamma Vijaya. Spreading Dhamma became Ashoka's goal in life. So, previous class we learned that Kalinga war and the consequences because of the destruction, death and suffering which the Ashoka had seen in Kalinga war that made him to change his way. That was the turning point of Emperor Ashoka, and he decided not to fight any more wars after this Kalinga war. So then he started to follow the Buddhism. That is what we have seen, and spreading Dhamma became Ashoka's goal in life. What was the goal of Ashoka? The goal of Ashoka was spreading Dhamma. So next let's learn principles of Dhamma. The edicts of Ashoka tells us about his ideas of Dhamma. So the edicts we already learned that a statement issued by a king for his subjects. So the edicts were the statement of the Ashoka. In edicts, it also was given a certain kind of ideas of Dhamma. He has given his idea about Dhamma through edicts, and these edicts were built and kept in different parts of his empire in order to spread his idea of Dhamma. It was a code of conduct and moral values inspired by the teachings of the Buddha. So all these edicts were a code of conduct and moral values, about the moral values inspired by the teachings, he got these power and ideas from the teaching of Buddha. Through his Dhamma, Ashoka wanted to instill a spirit of tolerance, coexistence, non-violence and respect for elders in the people. So the Ashoka wanted to give or to build up a quality in the people of his empire. The Ashoka wanted the spirit of tolerance, coexistence, non-violence and respect for elders in a people. So all these qualities should be inbuilt in the people itself. He wanted to mold his people having a good quality. So for that he asked his subjects to speak the truth. First of all, he asked his subject, the people of his empire, he asked them to speak the truth, to say truth, then to respect other religions. So he also asked the people to respect other religions and also to follow the path of ahimsa, that is non-violence and non-injury to all living creatures. So he also asked his followers or his people to follow a path of ahimsa. Ahimsa is a non-violence and non-injury, not giving injury to all the living creatures. And also, be charitable to the poor, be kind to all, including servants and slaves. He also asked his people to be charitable to the poor, and also be kind, have a good mind to the servants as well as the slaves, and respect and obey elders. He also asked his people to respect and obey elders, and also live together peacefully. So all these things even now the world is looking for. All his idea, or all his idea of a Dhamma, which even the people are having it. Then welfare measures. So welfare measures, what is the meaning? Welfare means health and safety, or happiness, and also the prosperity, above all well-being in any respect, to have a good life to the people. So for that he made some welfare measures for good for the people. What are the things? So Ashoka was deeply concerned about the welfare of his people. So Ashoka was always concerned, he was always thinking about his people, the welfare of his people, the good of his people. He wanted his people always happy. And in one of his edicts he says, so from one of the edicts we can see that he says, all men are my children, and just as I desire for my children that they should obtain welfare and happiness both in this world and the next, the same do I desire for all men. So this was his idea, that he consider his subject, all the people of his empire as his children, and no one don't like to harm to his child. All parents are like to the good future of the children. Same way he also liked a good future of his subjects. So he always stand for the good for his people. Some of his welfare measures were as follows. First one, Ashoka built good roads and planted trees on both sides of the road. So Ashoka built good roads. Now we have good roads. So he also made good roads for his people, and he also planted trees in both sides of the road. He constructed rest houses for travelers. He also constructed rest house for travelers, those who are traveling, in order to take rest for those travelers. He made some houses for them. So next, he built many hospitals both for people and animals. So he also built lots of hospitals, not only for people but also for animals. He regularly went on tours and tried to solve the problems of his subjects. Even he used to move around and try to solve the problems of his people. He learned Ashoka's Dhamma, principles of Dhamma, and welfare measures of Ashoka. I hope you understand this particular topic. This is for today. Bye bye.